You're this is Purp back with another episode of the Purp Show. This is the Purp Show, season 2, episode 11. Let's get it. It's gonna be a fun night. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. I got people in the back. I think just PB right now. I'm gonna let him in shortly. Just want to break some things down. This should be a fun night. Not gonna go too long. Well, we'll see how it goes. See where the conversation goes. Um, but I do want to say, first and foremost, shouts to the homie Tyler for doing his 24-hour live stream. He ended up actually doing like 25 and a half hours, which is impressive. I was at least there for like 10 hours. We did a bunch of dope shit last night. It was a cool way to just interact with different people within the community and stuff. It was really dope. And I hope he's doing well because I know he's probably passed the fuck out right now and just in a coma somewhere, and he's probably gonna wake up like Friday. But shout outs to Tyler for doing that. That was really dope. It was a fun night. We was watching movies. We watched the Samsung event, which I'll definitely be talking about the new Note phones. Now, if you want to super chat me, super chats are available. Streamlabs, Cash App. I got my Purp merch is out. Everything's in the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in links. So definitely go check that out. Like I keep saying, I do plan on adding some more merch. I'm just procrastinating like a motherfucker, but it is what it is. But we're gonna have a fun night. Um I've missed out on so much in these last weeks. I haven't live streamed, so I gotta kind of catch the people's up. Give my 2 cents about certain things. Uh, a bunch of stuff just went on these last 2 weeks. But before we start the show, also next week I won't be having a show Wednesday, but Thursday night because it's going to be my birthday Friday. So at like 11:30 p.m. I might start a little bit sooner. On Thursday, I'll be having my birthday stream. It's gonna be Perk Day. Um, I'll have a stream set up for that after this gets done. So expect that. Look for that for like tomorrow or later on night or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to work on my Doom Patrol season finale tonight. So that's also why I don't want to go too long. Like I said, we'll see how things go. But that's just how I want to just go about things right now. Let's see who got in the chat real quick. LB, salute to you. PB, I see you in the chat. I'm gonna add you very shortly. Leo, I see you. JJ Smooth, Balai, Landon, A Rock, Spidey. Yeah, man. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. That is crucial. That is crucial, crucial, crucial. But enough rambling. We're just gonna get into it tonight. I don't have any really set topics. We're just gonna go off the top of the head like I usually do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna add PB in here real quick. Where is he at? Let's see. Add to stream. Yo.
You can go off the top of the head. I'll go off the cuff. I'm just disappointed that people can't see my name on the screen because I changed my title. Just take the banner off for half a second.
What was that?
Oh, I said I'm just disappointed that people can't see my name on the screen because I changed my title or my secondary title. You know how I always have something on there?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Number one ginger bigot there, most definitely. But yeah, I got a special guest coming in tonight. I don't know when he's
Ooh.
going to. Let me actually. Yep, I got a really special guest that a lot of people haven't seen. Um, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people know him. I'm wait till he gets in here, you know. I don't know what LB's doing. If LB wants to hop in, he can hop in, you know what I'm saying? I know K Dot's supposed to be popping in sometime
Oh, well, if
soon.
he's going to be joining later, then the conversation is not going to be short.
Yeah, I think you already know what I'm talking about, but
Oh, I was talking about K Dot.
oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, it's
He's
definitely
always good at bringing up some extra question that goes with whatever we were talking about as a topic.
I saw Leo, I saw Mulan that it's gonna be $30 on Disney Plus. A lot of people are
Fucking
bitching about it.
crazy.
A lot of people are bitching about it that it's just like you're streaming and you gotta pay for it, but you know, ain't shit free. You just gotta deal with it. Or you could just pirate it. You know what I'm saying?
No, you go
You
to
have
your
choices.
cousin Cody's house.
Yes, Cody. Cody is very reliable.
Very. I mean,
But yeah,
I understand since it's a brand new movie like that and it was supposed to be in
hold on.
theaters that they're adding a premium. I get
Hold
it.
on, I got my special guest. Very, very,
Ooh.
very special guest. This man, some might say he's a legend. Some might say he's a myth. But you know, I just call him Terrence.
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
hell yeah.
What up, Terrence?
What's up? What's up, guys?
Terrence, I have not
Finally.
talked to you in a fucking age, man.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it has been a while.
How you been, bro?
Oh,
Because it's been since like I don't know the last time you've been on my channel or if we've been in a live stream. It's probably been a minute. It's probably been a few months.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while for sure.
But I'm glad I
But
got in touch with you now. Now I can like easily send you links and stuff whenever you're available and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm
I
okay.
I
How you
mean,
doing?
you and your family are still safe. Nobody has the virus.
Not that I'm aware of. Everybody seems to be safe. As
Fantastic.
far as I know. Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, also I want to send some love out to the people out in Lebanon. You know they that whole explosion. Did you see that, PB?
What?
You didn't see that explosion?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now. When did this happen?
This happened. What was it, like 2 days ago? Probably a day ago. I think it happened yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
how
No,
did
no,
I
it
not
happened.
hear about this?
I think it did happen yesterday or 2 days ago. But like, pretty much, it was like a port. I forget the actual like city it was. It was somewhere in Lebanon and whatnot. But like this thing, it looked like a nuke went off. Like it was like a mushroom cloud. You could go see this on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit looked like a little mini atomic bomb went off. It was crazy, but they were saying like
Interesting.
they were saying it was like fireworks and fertilizer, which I was like, I highly doubt that those two would make that type of explosion where literally it fucked up everything within that like that area. Like there were shockwaves and everything. Like this shit was
I
crazy.
mean, I don't know what fertilizer looks like when it explodes, but I know what the building looks like when a van of fertilizer blows up. If anybody knows about the Oklahoma City bombing, that was just a
True.
van. So I don't know how much fertilizer there was. If there was
So
an entire like semi of it or
I,
more.
s-
it,
I
it was
saw.
it was on a dock. It was on like a loading bay or whatever, like the dock, whatever.
Yeah,
Something that was
like
confiscated.
Okay.
Like I think they said it's like I forget what the fucking chemicals was, but whatever that was, definitely what like it definitely wasn't like there was definitely something explosive on there, like a bomb or something, because that wasn't no normal explosion. Shit was crazy. But shouts to Revis, Squeezy, Husky. I see y'all.
yeah, I saw the article. I didn't get a chance to read it, but it looked like something crazy happened. So
Well, shit, you're a step ahead of me then.
Yeah, I was like, oh, something bad happened there. Yeah, I got
Okay, so follow-up question, since you seem to know more about it than me, Perp. Did anybody claim responsibility?
Nah, not
Okay.
that at all. But all I know is
I
like the
mean,
body.
I've seen videos of fireworks factories exploding in China, and they don't like explode like a bomb.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. It's definitely a shady situation. But that like they had so you could find so many different angles of the explosion on Twitter. But it's terrifying. It looks terrifying. Like it's like all you see is this big boom, and then all of a sudden like you see people's like houses just get wrecked and shit. It's crazy. It's like it was some shit out of a movie. King
So,
Sloan,
like,
salute.
are these people's recordings, or are these like security recordings?
No, these are people recording off their phone. Like they'll
Holy
get like
shit.
some people have close ups and like that. Some people weren't even that close, but still got hit by the shit. Like there were
Like
people
they
driving
just
on
happen
bridges.
to be looking in that direction.
Yeah, like there's this one dude that was like there was footage of him driving on the bridge, and you see the explosion, like probably a few football fields away, and then like you still like it still cracks his windshield and shit. Like the impact of it just cracks his windshield.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fucking
that
crazy.
shockwave is freaking powerful.
It's crazy.
Well, I hope the casualty number stays to a minimum then.
We're most definitely.
I
Um,
assume that it has killed at least one person. Like there had to be at least somebody working there that probably died in this explosion,
yeah, yeah.
which is sad.
Anybody that was like at least 100 feet from there is like pretty much gone. Like
Yeah, you're vaporized.
yeah,
pretty much.
at the top of the article it did mention that a number of people died. You know, like I said, I didn't get a chance to read it, but I'm like, oh, it's damn.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. But I hope they figure that out. It sucks that had to happen and people had to lose their lives. But it's fucking 2020. This is the weirdest fucking year by far. The weirdest shit's happening this year. But on to more positive news. I guess you could call it positive. Uh, I'm not sure if this was like confirmed, or this is just a rumor. Somebody could let me know in the comments. 'Cause I didn't really look too much into it, but they found a director for Captain Marvel 2. I am drawing a blank on her name. I just had it in my head. I hate when that
Oh, of
happens.
course, her name.
But yeah,
Yeah, I saw that
it's
real
the
quick.
director. She's the same director that's directing the Candyman remake. And she has another project. I think she's only worked on like two movies, but it's interesting. I'm gonna check
Oh,
out her other
geez.
movie to see what it's hitting for. But I see what Disney's trying to do here. They're like, hey, you see diversity. We got a black director helming this white female led superhero movie. I see what y'all doing. I see what you're doing, Disney.
That's not what Anthony Mackie asked for. He asked for the best person, period, regardless of what boxes they're checking.
Thank you, Amanda, for telling me the name. Nia DaCosta. That's the yeah, she's directing Captain Marvel 2. I
Oh,
still need to like I don't know if they put out any story details from I don't know if they're going to have other Avengers pop up in this movie. I think they should because at this point I think a lot of these Marvel movies are going to mainly be team ups or are going to have something to draw people to these movies. I don't know.
well, yeah, they lost two of their biggest draws. They only got one Chris left. I don't know how many of the Guardians are going to be left after the third movie, so shit's happening.
What's your
Yeah,
thoughts on
well,
this?
yeah, we'll see what they do because I have an interest in all of them, but it's in varying degrees depending on which character we're talking about. I think that Shang-Chi will be a big hitter if they get that right out of the bunch that they mentioned. And then I can see Doctor Strange too as well because of the multiverse kind of stuff. And then the rest of them is really, for me, just kind of a wait and see, depending on, what I see in the trailers. Then I can more or less see what kind of storyline they're pulling from, and then I can go, hey, that's going to do something. Or if they jumbled it all up in some sort of narrative that they believe that people want to see, which for certain characters and storylines will be unfortunate, like what they seem to be doing with the Eternals. Like I hope not, because those characters are interesting, but if you detract away from that and you sort of do a lot of pandering, it's really going to be an unfortunate situation and a waste of interesting characters.
Yeah, and I agree with what Amanda said. The first one was really boring. It definitely needs. There definitely needs to. Hopefully, with this director, she brings some type of life to just Brie Larson's character. Like, kind of just changes people's perspective. Like, I know that's a long
Yeah,
shot.
they need to change the perspective. They just got to put her in a low-cut dress.
But yeah, you never know. Captain Marvel 2 might be fire. That's a very high expectation, but you never know. Marvel might surprise us this time around.
I have high expectations for all their movies, just like I have high expectations for all the DC movies. I want all of them to be great. It doesn't
So
happen.
you have high expectations for New Mutants?
For what?
For New Mutants?
I mean, not like stratosphere high, but yeah, I want it to be good. Like I wanted Dark Phoenix to be good. It's not.
What's up, LB?
Good evening, good evening, man. Terrence, man, where you been, man? I thought you ain't rock with us no more, man. I saw you in Jody's corner chat. I was like, man, Terrence don't rock with us no more, bruh. Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise, man.
Good to see you, man. I'm happy, man. I was worried, man. I thought you turned on us, man.
But yo, LB, what are your thoughts on Captain Marvel to get a director and whatnot? Do you care or just wait and see?
Hold on. Well, let me say hi to my cousin as well. Come on now,
Okay.
come on. Hi, right. Cousin. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. What's up, cousin? I mean, I just had to cut some lawn today at work, so I got to sit on my ass all day and get paid. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So you said who's supposed to direct Captain Marvel 2 or whatever?
Let me see. Go back.
Nia DaCosta.
Never heard of her.
She's directed.
None of us have.
She's directing the Candyman remake that's coming out, and she directed another movie. I forget what it was called. I'm drawing a blank on it. That was her first film before that. So I think she's only got like 2 films.
No, let me look up because I know the person writing the movie basically has done absolutely nothing in her career.
Yeah. Revis is saying
okay. Well, hopefully then. What I was gonna say before was hopefully they're telling one of Kevin's stories and not whoever's actually writing it.
Okay. So this person has directed one movie. Oh, okay.
Which is called
Little Woods. And then she's done 2 TV episodes and she's done 2 shorts.
Damn, so Disney's really taking a risk with this one.
Little Woods? Is that like a movie about gnomes or Smurfs?
I've never heard of it.
That's weird. I'm gonna check it out. See what it's hitting for. But I see what Disney's doing. I see what they're doing. Trying to add to their level of diversity. But we'll see. Like maybe Disney sees something in her that we don't. Just gonna wait and see.
I mean, I really can't say anything because I haven't seen any of her work. Oh, so that don't you watch that show, Top Boy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
She wrote an episode. She wrote an episode for that.
Yeah, she directed 2 episodes.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yes, I mean, congratulations. I mean, like, I honestly, like, I can't say anything like, man, I'm worried. Like, I ain't seen none of her work. I mean, this is, I mean, it's cool that Disney. I mean, it's not like this is something new for Disney. Like, not Disney, but Marvel. Right. Marvel's always hired directors that barely has done any work. I mean,
yeah.
I think the Russos, the only movie they did was like Marley and Me or something like that. I don't remember.
yeah, definitely.
Didn't they write comedies and stuff? They wrote comedies.
Yeah, they did like community, like TV shows and stuff like that.
So so I guess that's what I guess that's Disney's formula or Marvel's formula. Getting like up and coming, like I guess people with popular shows or whatever. Whatever.
Except for James Gunn.
Right. Like he would be the exception, and then I guess Ryan Coogler as well would be some of the few exceptions. But the pattern seems to be that when Kevin Feige has a meeting with said director, I guess it's based off of if he feels that person can handle the project, and then they just kind of go from there.
I do like the fact that we're getting new faces, like new directors out here. We're not seeing like the same people directing stuff. So even though like we don't like, she's barely worked on a lot of things, but you like it's like she could be another Russo's. You know what I'm saying? Like they could strike gold with it.
I mean, I know how the YouTube landscape's going to take it. I know the direction they're going to go with it, but it's like this. You really can't complain because, like, for one, it's directed like, we all know Kevin Feige is going to be there, and like he's going to be making sure everything's going right. I'm more concerned with the person who's writing Captain Marvel too. It's like, okay, you really don't have any work behind your stuff, and the script is like the most important part. I mean, you can have a terrible script and a great director, and there ain't really much the director can do. I mean, you can look at stuff Steven Spielberg has done. He's not a bad director at all, but he's had some terrible scripts in his career. There's only so much magic he can add to it.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is with the Captain Marvel character, I do believe that number 2 will be better because I thought the first one was mediocre.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is if any of those rumors are true about them adding in all these different characters, what you're going to get is a better movie, but it's not going to be because of Captain Marvel, but because of everything that's in her movie.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Let me add on to that too. Like, let's not forget the first Captain Marvel, despite how you feel about Brie Larson or at the actual movie, like it wasn't a well directed movie at all.
I would definitely feel Brie Larson.
So, like, I mean, for me, I didn't like the movie Captain Marvel, and I felt that was the worst part of the movie was the direction. So it's like I was like, okay, when they said that they're going a different direction with different directors, I'm like, okay, that's a step in the right way. And I feel like I mean, I don't believe all these fake rumors that people put out, but I think with this movie, they're going to go the route like the first Captain America. Like, okay, the first Captain America was like a solo movie, but he had the co-stars, but like the second one, it added more people within the MCU to like kind of add to it and kind of like hide Steve Rogers, the character, just a little bit. I feel like they'll do that with this Captain Marvel and like add something in there to give you an extra incentive to be excited for the movie.
Like the first Captain America.
You know what? That's interesting that you said that because I think that the fundamental difference between Steve Rogers and Carol Danvers is that Steve Rogers
What's up,
is a better
everybody?
character. You know,
What
it
up,
like
kiddo?
What's
he has
up?
better comic books, better stories. So even if he somehow falls to the background, like you as an audience, you want to see more of him. I don't feel like that's the same thing for Captain Marvel. You know, especially with her. Like if you any sort of comic books that you have with her, she's only ever remotely interesting because she has a team of people behind her. Because when she's by herself, it's like, she don't really
Right.
work out that well to me. And as you've seen with the movie, like I had, like I was excited for the movie when I saw the trailer, but it wasn't just because of her, but everything that was in it that I thought that they were going to do. You know,
Yeah.
so
So, Kayla, what's your thoughts on this? On the Captain Marvel 2 director. Did you catch this?
No, this is new to me. So it finally got
Yeah.
a director.
Yeah.
Who's the director?
Nia DaCosta. She's only directed one film ever called Little Woods, and it
Oh
made
God, this
one
movie's gonna
hundred
suck.
and
Oh damn.
seventy-one thousand
But
dollars.
Look,
Kayla,
I'll say this. I'll say this.
she is
Huh?
directing the Candyman remake that's coming out.
All right, I'll say this. Marvel needs to look. Marvel needs to stop getting these kind of unexperienced directors. These are like some top notch movies. I get you want to give new people chances, but these aren't the kind of movies you want to let people test with. You know what I'm saying? Like test. These are movies that gotta be of like quality. Especially with what we expect from Disney. We expect quality. Big budget, great writing. That's what we expect. I mean, Captain Marvel 2, I got my little dislikes for Captain Marvel. I mean, the one thing that it needs to be fixed is better action directors. Whoever directed the action in the first film, whoever filmed it, recorded it, all that shaky cam and stuff. Don't repeat that again in this movie. Make sure the action's on point. Don't troll us again in the final fight like you did in the first film. Reminded me of Guardians 1, where she one shot where the guy was that actor. He was like, come on, come. I'm gonna take you
Jude
out, and then
Law.
she just one shot at him. I'm like, all right, this is kind of a joke. Stop. So don't do nothing like that. Please don't do that. That they should have trolled me at that final fight. I was like, hey, please, power boost. He's gonna do something. He didn't do nothing. Trolled me. Don't troll me.
Hey,
Don't do that. Don't let any cats cut out Nick Fury's eye again. Please don't do that.
Rod, you make a good point though. Like, how else will they get an opportunity?
Oh,
Everybody's gonna start
they
from
can get
somewhere.
opportunities in other play. Like start small. TV and stuff. Just don't touch my superhero
and
movies.
and also they went about it all wrong because I remember when Kevin Feige was talking about Captain Marvel about she's the strongest, and I get that he was promoting the film and then the placement of it right before Endgame, but I'm like, man, I know better than that. Like, who are you talking to? She ain't on the level of no Hulk and Thor. Like, don't talk to me like that, cause I know what's up. So I'm like, if you have a powerful character, you still have to make it seem like the character is gonna lose. Otherwise, it won't be interesting. I'm like, powerful, all powerful or not. Like when you have like various Superman stories, you have to have somebody that could whoop his ass. You got to have some kryptonite in there. You got to have some magic or something. You can't just have my boy show up and then the villain's like, ha ha ha, and then he beats him in one hit. Like nobody wants to see that shit.
Right. She literally had no challenge. Like even in Watchmen, we thought Dr. Manhattan lost for a second when Ozymandias put him in the side that generator and poofed him away. We thought, it's like, dang, he tricked him. He tricked him. He actually did get it. He actually did beat Dr. Manhattan in a sense. He tricked him mentally. He thought he tricked Dr. Manhattan into killing all those people and starting all that controversy. But I agree.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
that's a little misunderstanding there because Doctor Manhattan he sees the past, present, and future simultaneously, and he already knows the outcome. It's with that particular outcome he knew what was going to happen, which is why he was sad. he knew that that was the best way, which is why you have that scene between him and Rorschach, and he's like, "This is the only way. I already know." And Rorschach is like, "No, no."
Yeah, I agree. He knew then. I'm just saying when he got caught off guard.
Well, that's my thing though.
All
Like
that planning, like the wife getting cancer and stuff, and it's
Right,
all
right.
being set up. He didn't know that because he was still surprised by that. You know, when all the people started jumping on him, he was like, "I didn't give her cancer. What you talking about? I didn't do this."
But
So
see, but
moments
that's
like those he lost when Ozymandias was able to trick him and really
But
play
see,
with his psyche.
but that's what I'm talking about though. Like Dr. Manhattan, like whether it be in the Watchmen storyline or the Doomsday Clock storyline, the character has always expressed that he knows, but in the moment, he's going to have his reactions. He's going to be surprised. He's going to be angry. He's going to be sad. And that's what makes his character interesting because he already knows. You would think that he wouldn't be surprised or angry, but it's almost like he believes that he has to play out the situation exactly as he saw it, which is
Yeah.
why he's such a conflicted character. Like, you know, in the comics, you have a lot of the inner dialogue. You know, what should I do? Should I leave, or how should I address this? He's always stuck in this train of thought, and I think that that is the curse of knowing everything that's going to happen, at least from the Dr. Manhattan perspective.
I mean, for me, if a character's gonna know everything that's gonna happen, and they kind of like fake a reaction to it, just make up a reaction that doesn't really feel genuine. It just feels like
and I'm glad you said that. See, that's the thing though. In the moment though, it is genuine coming from Dr. Manhattan because he thinks that, okay, I know I'm going to do this, but he doesn't. Like he can be, he can feel hurt. Almost like, okay, I'm like, K Dot is going to try to run me over tomorrow, right? I'm like, okay, I saw that, but then when I get to the moment and I see K Dot about to run me over, I'm still like, fuck, my boy just tried to run me over. Like, I wanted to believe that there could possibly be a different outcome.
possibly
Like,
something different.
Yeah.
I mean, but
So,
okay, there's moments when he when he knew that Ozymandias tricked him with that generator and he came back all big and stuff. He was like, "You thought you was gonna get me? You played right into my trap," type of thing. Yeah. Now, when the wife showed up in that room, I'd say that was his honest, genuine reaction because I don't think his powers are that consistent. Him seeing the past, present, and future. I don't think it's that consistent.
I'll give you this.
Because he didn't even know that the comedian was Silk Spectre's dad. He was surprised by that too. Like he didn't know. He was like, "Oh, that's your dad." Fuck, damn.
I'll give you this. There was only one moment that I saw where he couldn't see, and that was in the recent storyline where he saw that when he first of all he left his own continuity, which is separate from DC continuity, and he went over into the main DC continuity with Batman and Superman and the rest of them, and he was able to see that thousands and thousands of heroes were going to confront him and end up attacking him because they just didn't understand how he got there, why he was so powerful. So he saw that it was going to end up in a fight where he would have to kill all of them. There was only one area where it was completely blacked out, and it was confusing Manhattan. He couldn't see where Superman came in. He saw that Superman gets there, but then it goes black. So he's like, does that mean I kill him? Does he kill me? Or when we fight, does it completely destroy all of existence? And that's what made that storyline interesting because I'm like, what is going to happen when Superman and Dr. Manhattan throw down?
Total annihilation.
Yeah, pretty much everybody did.
Well, what the hell does that have to do with Captain Marvel? That's not even Marvel Comics.
Oh, well, back to it. But my point is, look, you bring in this new director, let her test. She's gonna make it. At this point, I have no hope. Look, get experienced directors for these movies. I expect top-notch quality movies. Sometimes it's just. Sometimes it's best just get experienced people in on these movies.
So if you go to see Candyman, this new Candyman is coming out, and and it's like
that's a good movie to test on. Candyman, a good franchise to test on.
Yeah, so if you walk out the theater or walk out your living room or wherever it's going to be placed at, I don't know, and it's like a 8 out of 10 movie, will that give you a little bit more like hope that like
it can give me a little bit of hope? But we seen what happened with Scott Derrickson. Remember, he tried to make his movie like a lot more serious, to Doctor Strange to horror like,
Right.
and then Feige say, "You better get up out of here with that shit. We ain't doing no horror, deuces." And Scott's like, "Deuces, I'm finna go do my dark stuff somewhere else." And look, it shows like how we have Andy Muschietti, the guy who directed it, coming in to do Flash, right? Now I'm hoping, he's gonna come here and say, "Hey, let me do a dark spin on this story. Let me come here. Let me turn Ezra into a man. Let me give him some confidence. Let me do a whole one." That's what I'm hoping. If she do good on this Candyman remake, does Candyman come out first before Captain Marvel 2?
Yeah, Candyman should come out this year.
Now I'm hoping she gonna be like, "Hey, Feige, let me sneak some of my dark shit into here. Let me spice this shit up a bit."
Salute to Ashley. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing?
Because some of these horror directors, I'm kind of like Raimi's coming in to do Doctor Strange too. I don't know, man.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
These horror directors could surprise us, man. Andy Muschietti's gonna be doing Flashpoint. They could surprise us, man. Hopefully, she can surprise me.
Look at James Wan with Aquaman. Like, just these people, like, because they have really good insight with these characters that have like these big creatures or like different types of like looking creatures and stuff. They're really good with that. So it's like they kind of take that, not exactly that horror formula, but they're good at just creating
the scenes with the trench. Because like if in the case of that specifically, I'd say, well, I'm gonna hold off on this person directing this movie, in the case being Aquaman, because I'm like, you have to have a certain vision for that. Like, he's a character that you can easily mess up and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And then you have James Wan coming in, he spreads his ideas like, okay, it's going to have a friendly feel to it, but when we need to, we will show the audience that it's serious or that they should be afraid for the characters. And I'd be like, okay, I would have given him the green light. So it really just depends on if the person is vibing with the person in charge. In the case of Captain Marvel 2, you have Kevin Feige. So what happens is he knows where it's going to go. Okay, this is going to lead to this, this, and that. And as a director, when he hires you, you have to work within that bubble. And you can bounce around in that bubble, but you have to make sure that it doesn't conflict with what he told you not to do, or things that you can't use yet. So you do have a pretty good amount of freedom. But see, with Captain Marvel 2, it's important to make sure that that character remains likable and that there is consistency. I mean, you're talking about the first one, it had all this retcon and stuff. Characters weren't doing what they were supposed to do. The threats that should have been there, they didn't do that shit. So I'm like, you basically wiped what little she had on the board to play with because you messed it up. So now it's just like, okay, what are you going to do? Where are you going to insert her? And it's like, well, you got to put other people in her movie. Okay, if you do that, then what's going to happen? Are you going to make it to where they outshine her in her own movie? It's probably going to happen because she's not a good character anyway. Like, you put
it
Rogue
happened in the
Wolverine,
first movie.
It did, but see, here's the thing though. Those other characters, they didn't even do anything and they outshined her, which is weird to say that. They didn't do a whole lot of anything. They kind of were like, hey, there's Coulson, there's Fury, there's Ronan, but they just kind of were there in the background. Like in Captain Marvel 2, whoever they bring in, they will have a bigger purpose. And I'm like, well, if it's going to be Rogue or Wolverine or somebody, I'm like, well, no one's going to care about Captain Marvel when they watch that. The takeaway will be, you have to watch it in the sense that, I guess, have you seen the other MCU movies, or
just
you want to
keep
see
up with
Rogue, right? Just to keep up the knowledge, so you're not lost. And then you got Rogue and Wolverine. I'm just like, that's going to be the reason to watch it, not because you're like, I have to go see this because of this character, which is a problem.
Bob Miller, salute. I'm gonna get to your question very shortly, but I just wanted to say,
I'll say what I want to say after.
I just want to say, just to repeat what I said in the beginning of the stream. Next Wednesday, I won't have a stream, but I will have a stream next Thursday. That'll be my birthday stream. My birthday's Friday, so we're gonna start at at Thursday night, 11 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? I might start it at 11, who knows, and then just like work my way into midnight and whatnot, and just go from there. But yeah, next week we'll have a special edition of the Perp Show on Thursday, around 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely pull up for that. I just want to let that be known. Go ahead, Kate. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna and Bob Miller. I'm gonna get to your question shortly after Kate.
I just want everybody in the chat to know and on this panel to know. I don't even dislike Captain Marvel because of SJW nonsense. That's far from that's part of it. That's a small thing to me. The biggest issue I have with Captain Marvel, oh my goodness. Captain Marvel's movie take place in the 90s. She's been around since the 90s. She's been around. And she's been OP. She's pretty much OP. She started her first movie start. She OP. She already out the gate Superman. So she's been around for the 2010s, the early 2000s, the 2010s, and you know, for some reason, Ronan and Thanos been alive. You know, they just chilling around the universe, and I'm like, all right, then, you know, you're very powerful. You know, you should know about Thanos, and you know, I think you would have already took care of him, but whatever, you know. Ronan too. I mean, but the Guardians did her job for her, so she's lazy. She ain't doing her job. And mind you, Feige and them wasn't thinking about Captain Marvel at the time. Captain Marvel was supposed to be an Age of Ultron, but they sort of left that out and moved on from that. They actually did think about her.
No. See, they were afraid to use her. They only put her in there because Wonder Woman came out first. Then they did it.
No. Age of Ultron came out 24.
No. I understand that, but she was in a deleted scene. They never had a plan to use her in a big way until they saw the success of Wonder Woman, and then they put her full front and center.
Response Wonder Woman. Yeah. But that deleted scene is like there was a potential plan to insert her. There was something there to bring her in. But so they was playing with the idea of using her. My biggest problem is she's been here for this long, and she, you know, for some reason didn't go deal with Thanos, even though Thanos was known to be going around blowing up, killing half a planet. So it was known. He wasn't hiding that. The Guardians did their job for her, so she's lazy, she's useless. And then she comes in Endgame all confident, like, "Oh, I can handle Thanos myself." Bitch, where you been at? We don't. What? Bitch?
She hasn't been throughout the cosmos that significantly, because there's only like Thanos is well known, but it's mostly the characters that are off world. You know, with the exception of maybe Thor, because he travels around. You know.
Yeah, I mean, on Earth, Thanos isn't well known, but like the Guardians, like even Rocket, Groot, Drax, they all knew. They all knew like Thanos is the top dog. He's alive and he's around. He was like he was. Thanos was that local thug that you know is running the coke running the coke racket, but you don't mess with him. But you know, huh?
He was Debo.
Yeah. He was like that's the about Thanos.
Times Debo.
Nobody was F with him, but they knew like we know he's there. Just don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with this dude. He's crazy. But they know he's there. And Captain Marvel, as long as she's been in space for those 3 decades, she should have known of Thanos' existence. And mind you, they try to play her as a hero. She would have easily went like, "Nah, I ain't cool with this. I'm finna go over there and wreck him." And we seen at the first start of Infinity War, she took him down in like one move. She put him in
Infinity. You mean Endgame, like when he was hurt? Like
Endgame, when she put him in the chokehold. She put him in the chokehold.
That shit was stupid. That shit was stupid as fuck. Like,
I didn't like that either.
If you want to bring because you brought that up, I was actually about to walk out of the theater. Like, if it didn't do something in the next 10 minutes to change my mind, thankfully it did.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, first of all, in that storyline, all of them characters got wrecked. Silver Surfer, Hulk, Captain Marvel wasn't even part of that shit. They all got wrecked. It was slaughter.
Terrence, she came here and did one fucking move, and oh my gosh, that shit.
And then Thor just cut off his head. I'm like, no. First of all, that Thor wasn't even there. You had some other dude named Chris Masterson that had Mjolnir, and he got wrecked too. So I'm like, nobody laying hands on Thanos.
Y'all hold it down real quick. I need to just do something real quick.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. So
he's got to go move the body that he was dealing with when I was here all alone before. Like, there was all kinds of noises going on in his house. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Body bags.
Shit. But But yeah,
The
like
Matrix.
when Thanos he used just the Power Stone to layer out. When Thor came in Infinity War, he had all the stones, and Thor was able to get through that. Now that's bullshit too. That shouldn't have happened. But it's
Yeah.
just you can use that scene as
It's
a point to
magic.
show that Thor is more powerful than Captain Marvel, just because of that scene alone, that he was able to get through a blast
Yeah,
that was
and
generated by all the stones.
yeah, and based off that hammer, he's technically even because look, she took when he put on the glove, she literally grabbed the glove. Thanos couldn't even move his fingers. He couldn't even close his fingers. And then she
Yeah.
freaking headbutted him. And mind you, he hit her with a Power Stone blast. That shit was epic. And she's supposed to be OP. And then she falls asleep right after. I'm like, what the? Why are you here? You pull
Right.
up, you show up, and Thanos one shots you in your sleep. Oh my gosh, you're
See,
fucking
I'm glad the Russo brothers did that, because it was something that I was joking about, that I wanted them to do, that I didn't think they would do that. So when he punched her, he literally punched her out of the movie, and we didn't see her again until
Yeah,
Tony's
she
funeral that
was
lasted for
asleep.
like
She
4
took a nap,
seconds.
bro. She
Yeah,
took a
so
nap.
I'm
She
like,
was in the movie so that they could do a callback to her movie when she
mhm.
flew through the ship.
Yeah, I
And
know
look,
why she was there, and she, like, her being there just didn't do anything. It was just like, oh boy, okay.
and
I
look,
hope
I'll
that
say this.
she
I'll
doesn't
say
kill
this. I
Thanos.
think it would have been far better. Because look, her character didn't need to be introduced at this moment. They could have started phase 4 with her. And in my opinion, you should have ended phase 4 not with Spider-Man, but ended with Black Widow, or you could have started phase 4 with Spider-Man. He's part of the new generation. Started with phase Far From Home or Captain Marvel. I think Black Widow, since the Infinity Saga focuses on the main 6 Avengers, something that's worthy worthy for us to appreciate is that you end the franchise, the Infinity Saga, on a character that is from the main 6 Avengers, which is Black Widow, her prequel, and her movie's going to be very family oriented. And you end it on her note. Then we move on to the next phase, which is Captain Marvel 1. Let's say take out, because she didn't do nothing in Endgame. She didn't serve any purpose. I don't care what anybody tries to explain to me. She didn't
She didn't
serve
do
any
nothing in
purpose.
her
She had
own
no
movie
business
either.
being there. Brie Larson literally had no business being in that movie. She didn't do anything. She didn't have any purpose, no story purpose. And they could have easily introduced her character after. She could have just been young. They could have inserted Captain Marvel later. The whole MCU is reworking. Like Adam Warlock, he was teasing Guardians 2. He wasn't in Infinity
Yeah, I
War.
wonder what they're
He
going to
should
do
have
with
been.
that. I
See,
wonder.
there you go, right there,
Oh, he
with Adam Warlock.
returns.
With Adam Warlock, look, I'm like, when it comes to introducing characters, like, I heard he's going to be in Guardians Volume 3, right?
Yeah.
But for
Andrea,
me, I
salute.
would have preferred that he get introduced in the most important storyline up until this point, which is Infinity War.
Yeah, that's
Because
where he
with
should have
that,
signed. Man. That's where I
because
would have
with
introduced him at.
Right, because you're talking about a movie that everyone saw. So he's there, he's helping the heroes. You're going to learn about him because he shows up. Like, who is this guy? How come he's talking to these people? So you're going to learn that he's powerful. And then he's in Endgame again, and then it builds up the character even more. So then he would have been in the highest grossing movie of all time, the two
Yes.
biggest
Right.
movies that they did. So that would have
Anyway,
been my way.
got some
Right.
clout, free clout.
Exactly. That would have been my way to introduce him, and it would have been accurate to the story, because he was the one that saves everybody. He was the one that got inside of one of the stones, and he overpowered it, and Thanos threw the gauntlet on the ground. He comes out of that, and then he puts the glove back on, and then he fixes everything. And then you had that shit where he went to the future, and then that's where you see Thanos on his form. Like, Thanos was at peace, kind of like how they did at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
That was actually supposed to be an ending point, and in a way, it was an ending point for that movie. So I was like, okay, I like how they did that there, because in a way, it's like it's ending, but we know that there's still going to be more. So it was kind of interesting how they kind of twisted that
Right.
around a little bit. I was like, okay, yeah, I could see that. But with Captain Marvel, man, like, she doesn't have any good material. She really doesn't. Her comic books are terrible. Like,
Yeah.
if you're talking about Black Widow, I'm like, that is a far more interesting character. She's far more badass. The stuff with the Red Room and Russia, their Russian version of
I
the
don't need to hear
Avengers,
about your
it's the
sex
whole
dungeon,
thing.
Terrence.
Yeah, that would be cool if I had one.
Yeah.
But She just
Yeah.
has
I
way
have
more.
one question. I'd have just one question.
Oh, Purp, you
Okay,
can
because
answer.
I'm
Did
gonna
you
get
get
to
the
I'm gonna
body
get to,
moved, Perp?
you said what?
Did you get the body moved?
Yes, both bodies.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
like
get the bonds question because I wanted to offer something up to all three of you, something different, but Perp, we should get to that question because I do want to throw
Yeah,
my opinion on
I'll
this
start.
Blade topic.
Yeah, I'll start off like yeah. I think Blade can work as a PG-13 movie, no doubt. But it's just that's a rate. They're going to have to. It's going to be Diet Blade. It's not going to be. It's like when you see him go do something epic, they're going to probably just give you like a silhouette of him cutting somebody's head off or something like that, and see a little blood splatter.
All the vampires gonna be them sexy, pale Twilight vampires.
oh
Oh.
my god. Oh, hold up. So hold up.
Dude,
Twilight Brave.
let me make a
Oh
prediction right
shit.
now for this Blade movie. Let me make a prediction. All the male vampires are going to wear like these loose black button ups, and they're gonna unbutton the top three. Their shirt's gonna be loose. It's gonna be wearing all black. They're gonna be wearing like some tight leather pants. I'm telling you, prediction.
They're going to be like some hipster.
Prediction.
So I wonder what his hair is going to be, because it's either going to be bald, he's going to have the flat top, or he's going to have a fro. He's had all of those. So I'm like, all right,
flat top with the tattoos. You should do flat top with the tattoos. That would be smooth.
right. As long as they make him look cool. Like Mahershala Ali is a very good actor.
Yeah,
So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the acting, but I already know they're gonna take care of him, make him more muscular, and teach him some fighting and stuff like that. But because
No.
it's PG-13, you wanna
You about
push it to the
downplay
limit of
the
that.
vampires.
Yeah, you
Go
want to
ahead,
push
LB.
it to the limit of that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, it's funny you say like he's a good actor. Like, yeah. I agree. Like he has 2 Oscars, but I don't know. I really haven't seen him play like a different kind of role. So I mean,
You don't think he has that Wesley Snipes
so
swag, LB?
no. He has that swag that is like, man, I'm just looking for the white women. Where the white women at? Like if you seen House of Cards, man, you see how happy he was whenever he was in the same room with a white woman. That's how he is in like all his roles to me.
Hilarious.
So it's like, I don't know, like, I mean, of course I ain't read the Blade comic, but like, does he have that? Does he have that in him? Like, even when he played Cotton,
it was
Nah,
LB wasn't until Wesley Snipes when the character got more swag. Wesley Snipes like remodeled the character.
Right.
That's not in the character. Like, the character is supposed to be like how Wesley played him. He's like, okay, I have Whistler, and then like how Kevin Feige likes to do his own interpretation of a character. So if Kevin Feige wants to be different, he can just use a character called Jamal Afari, which is the dude that taught him how to fight. Like, I don't know if they're gonna do that dark ass backstory where his mother, she was in the brothel, and she did her thing to make money, and then Deacon Frost came in there and fucked her up, and then the different women that make money try to protect Blade and stuff. I don't know if they're gonna go into all that, but they can introduce Jamal Afari. So what happened was, he's a jazz musician, and he was on the street getting attacked by vampires, and Blade as a kid walked by, and then he helped him fight the vampires, and from there he trained Blade, and then he noticed that he was good with the blade, so he nicknamed him Blade. They can do that if they want to keep it different from what happened with Wesley Snipes. And if you want to, you can even have Wesley Snipes be Jamal Afari, to be like a sort of passing of the torch thing if they want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this real quick.
Surge funny.
In my opinion, the consumption of human blood is human fluids is not PG-13 to me. That's kind of some disgusting R-rated nasty junk, for vampires. And it's like you're gonna have these people in this movie drinking blood, going drinking blood, and drinking
Dry as
human
hell.
fluids, which is kind of nasty. And it's like PG-13. I don't know. I guess. But look, they're gonna make it PG-13. It's no way around it. They're gonna make it that way. It can kind of work. It ain't gonna be a fail, but it can kind of work. But I don't think it's gonna be as gritty as the Wesley Snipes Blade
No,
1
no,
and 2.
hell no. Look,
Won't
look.
be, but they
No,
can
no, no.
somewhat try as something.
I think they should go. I think they should go as far as the violence goes. I'm not saying as the production goes, like when I'm making this comparison, but like look at how The Walking Dead does it, kind of like that kind of teeters. It's not like PG-13, but it's not R, because they do like censor like F words and stuff and all that.
But it is mature though, Perp. Like the violence,
Yeah.
they be cutting them heads and stuff off, man.
Yeah,
The blood be dripping out, so I don't know.
Yeah,
about
I
that.
mean, I think they're gonna be saying F
True,
words.
true.
I don't think they're gonna get like Marvel. They play it safe. Like in Guardians 1, they drop a bunch of they'll drop the F bombs every once in a while. I don't think they're gonna get like super vulgar with some of the language, because hey, with a potty mouth you can get vulgar and you can switch that language.
I mean,
Levi, salute.
honestly, like language don't matter to me, man. Because like,
No, yeah, I'm not saying
no,
it matters.
not you. I'm just saying, like, some people be into that. It's like, I mean, no, you don't have to curse, like, like, I'm like, and like, I like that you mentioned Walking Dead as a good example and stuff like that. I mean, it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they'll do good.
But you need
What's up?
cursing, because you would have never got Blade's epic quote. Motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Right. Or I was born ready, motherfucker. Like that shit was dope when he said that to Dracula. I was like, yeah, I see it. But look, what they're gonna be
You have
losing
to
in the
curse to
sense
make
of
that line impactful.
yeah, right. But look, you can make up for your losses if you're passionate and creative enough,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we got the PG-13 ratings, so there's only so much we can do with the violence. You probably got maybe one or two curse words, but see, the other Blade films
Hey,
with
Maddie.
Wesley Snipes is
Hey, Maddie.
yo, what's up? Like, so they were gritty, dark, and all that. So you can do the more fantastical stuff because it's the MCU. So
Yeah.
you can really get crazy with it in a way that they didn't do in the Wesley Snipes one. So like kind of you're gonna have individuals coming in with their arms crossed, right? Like this ain't gonna be as good as Blade 1 and 2. It's probably not. But if you can do some awesome shit in the movie, then I feel like people will forgive you for that because you're giving them something that they like. You got to have those amazing comic book esque kind of fight scenes associated with Blade. If you can do that, I think you can win people over.
Hey, Terrence, I'll be honest,
Yeah.
the storyline about in comic how Blade grew up in a brothel and stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even think they're gonna go that far and bring the prostitutes in here. I think they're gonna be like, no prostitutes in the MCU.
Right, because then
Even
they'll
though
get
that would
scared.
be,
Yeah.
that'll bring a lot of, like, dang, they getting kind of nasty with it, But
They
I
gonna
think
get scared.
but it would be nice they insert it, because you brought up a good way they can do his origin story. And
Yeah.
that's a good way to do his origin story, but I'm like, dang, MC really finna be like, nah, we finna drop that
But
shit.
see, but here's the thing though. Look, remember when I said you got to work with what you have?
Yeah,
Because of the PG-13 rating, you don't have to necessarily show those more
Yeah,
mature
you
parts. You can explain it, right? And there's a way that you can explain it so people can go, oh shit, and then of course you want to show something. You don't want to just say everything. You want to also show people stuff, but you just be
Bernard.
careful with what you show. You got to get your point across, but you got to do it in an intelligent way so that way there's no confusion, but you still get your point across for whatever story you're telling. So that's what you got to do with the story. That's what you have to do with the fighting and any sort of scenes where they have to bite people, because they should. I swear, if I watch a Blade movie and nobody's getting bit, I'm gonna be pissed about what the fuck kind of Blade movie is this. But
Bro, they're gonna get bitten. They're gonna cut away before they get bitten. They're gonna cut away.
cut away,
see,
black screen. All you see is somebody yelling, and then the screen
Then
is just
I
picking
will
up.
be cutting away from
right,
their
see, but
funds.
right, but see, what you could do is you could kind of show the gesture, but just don't necessarily show the blood squirting out the holes. Like there's a way you can do that and
Yeah.
still have it be fine. Like
No,
like
You can
all
just
of
do it.
these
Just do it
vampires
with
are all gonna have super long hair.
so, some of them do, not some of like it shouldn't be all
No,
of
they're
them. That
all
would be silly.
going to. That's how you're gonna cover this shit up.
what was Blade under? Was that under Fox?
New Line
No,
Cinema
New Line Cinema. Yeah.
tight. New Line Cinema tight. Didn't they do New Jack City?
Yeah, I believe so. I think they did
Yeah,
that.
New Line Cinema's tight.
Yeah, so it was at a different time. The Marvel, they went into debt and they had to sell off all their characters. So all these different companies had this character and that character. You couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. I mean, they still got a little bit of that now, but it's nowhere near as much. So with Blade, you just got to work with what you got. You don't want to sit there and focus on the limitations. I don't think Kevin Feige works like that.
Yeah.
So he's gonna find a way to make people happy. And look, as long as it's better than Blade Trinity, that shit where it should have been epic because Dracula was the main villain. As long as it's better than that shit, I ain't gonna be too upset.
design was so tight, but David S. Goyer ruined that movie. Gosh, and Ryan Reynolds too. Ryan Reynolds, Triple H, and David S. Goyer all ruined that movie.
I forgot
Right.
Triple H was in that.
Yeah, that shit was stupid. I was like, I like Triple H, but
Hey,
I was
man.
like, he don't belong in
Talking
this.
smack about the game.
I'm like, man, he had no game in that fucking movie. I was like, no, he shouldn't be in this shit. Like, and then
Shenanigans.
There's two people I let slide in the movie. Well, Blade for sure because he was still tight, even though they made him look dumb when he shot that dude and he didn't know it was a familiar. I'm like, come on, Blade, dude. They made him look sloppy.
right
Jeez.
when he thought it was a vamp, I'm like, so Blade can't smell if it's
Come
a
on,
vampire or a human. Like,
Right.
all right.
And Jessica Biel, I'll give her a pass because she was cute, so she get a pass.
Yeah, Whistler's daughter.
She used to be a crush. She used to be
Jessica
my
Biel gets a pass on everything because at minimum I can look at her.
Captain Levi, is that your real dog? Because if that is, I don't think it's friendly towards black folk. It looks like it does not like. I don't know. It's a big ass dog.
Like it's trained to hunt us down.
Love having those dogs. We love having those dogs. Well, in the hood, we love having those dogs.
Seeing niggas with little ass dogs and shit.
Well, look, I want to ask y'all a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of Marshall Ali swag compared to Wesley Snipes on a scale of 1 to 10? How equal will the swag be? Mind you, Wesley Snipes set the swag to like.
I mean, Mahershala.
So am I supposed to give you both numbers, or am I supposed to give you the difference in the numbers?
Just give me a number on a scale of 1 to 10. How close do you think Marshall Ali will be close to Blade's swag that he had in both movies, Blade 1, 2, and 3? Well, yeah. How close will the swag be?
Emulated.
Oh, I got
2 behind.
I got a number for you. I'll say anywhere from a 7 or 8. But here's the thing, though. I think that if he wanted to, he could emulate him, but I think that would be a mistake because you have a lot of people that like him, right? Because this was before the big comic book boom. That was the first successful Marvel movie because DC had already been killing it, but that was the first time that people took Marvel seriously before they even knew that was Marvel. They found out that was Marvel after. It was like, wait a minute, this is a comic book property? Yes, it is. But
Captain Levi, your dog still looks terrifying.
I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna do his own Blade, which is what he should do. And I think that Kevin Feige is gonna tell him to do that too, because you don't want to be seen as trying to copy. You do certain things out of respect, like, oh yeah, I remember when Wesley did that, just a gesture or something subtle. But at the same time, when we have our discussion about Mahershala Ali's Blade and Wesley Snipes' Blade, there will be these big differences in appearance, the way they fight, who the bad guys are, and so on and so on.
Well, I'll say this much: Blade's gonna have like 10 times more dialogue in this movie than he did in his other 2 movies.
and he should.
Marshall Ali is gonna go in there and overact. He's not gonna overact and be bad, but he's gonna be all like, he's gonna just get in there and try to be super poetic as much as he can.
Okay, Blade ain't supposed to do that, but Blade does talk. Like he
Yeah,
does, but
yeah.
it's really about how much, right? Like there shouldn't be that silly shit that they did in Blade Trinity where he was surrounded by a bunch of comedic elements. I'm like, I don't want
Yeah,
to
and they
see
was all talking.
Blade.
He was
Right.
responding. Yeah,
Right. I don't want to see Blade and then it's Guardians of the Galaxy like that. Because
yeah,
the MCU, they have a humor that comes along with them. It's in all their movies, some more than others. But I'm like, you shouldn't be doing that with Blade or the Punisher. Like their elements and the stuff that they deal with is very serious. So
yes,
I don't want to see that silly shit. That should be a time where you show people that you can do different things and not try to follow a formula, a successful formula, but that doesn't mean that that formula is appropriate for every single character.
Word.
And I'll say this too. One thing I want to see is that they kept consistent with even the first three Blade movies. Don't try and make Blade a hero. Let Blade believe, like, I'm a vampire hunter. I don't believe I'm no hero. I'm just doing my duty. Freak all the vampires, just killing them. I ain't no hero. I think they should keep up that thing about Blade. He doesn't think he's a hero. He's just, I'm just killing vampires because I hate them and they killed my mother or decomposed.
Right. And Kevin Feige knows that because Blade is not a hero. He's an anti-hero. Blade is the kind of dude where if you're evil, like, okay, he kills vampires. He also kills werewolves. That's another thing they can use to make it different. Like Blade also fights werewolves. That would be sick as fuck if they do that. So like you have that, but then you also have Blade killing humans, but they're not just regular humans. They're humans that murder other humans because they are like, okay, I'm gonna do this for this vampire in hopes that he or she turns me. So Blade sees them as scum. Like, oh, so you're just gonna kill this little boy and have this vampire feed off of him because you want to be one. You don't care about this boy's life. So Blade will kill those kinds of people. So that's not what heroes do. Many can say that because of Blade, you don't have to worry about this many evil vampires or characters running around because he sees them, he takes care of them. He doesn't lock them up and then they get out and do some more stuff. That's what heroes do. They lock them up, they address them, they get out and do more and more stuff. Anti-heroes, Blade, Punisher, Spawn, you're evil, you're dead as fuck, period.
James, salute. I know I never seen you on the channel before. If you're new, welcome.
I'll say this one thing, I'll end it on this for me. This could happen, maybe. Don't believe me. This all just me thinking. Like, in this climate, this social climate we in, maybe in a movie, they might do a Vampire Lives Matter thing.
Vampires. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Wait, is that gonna be on a poster? Oh my god, K-Dot, don't give them no idea.
I know you being funny, bro, but like, man, they would not do that, bro.
Just hear me out.
No,
They did it with the Scrolls.
I hear you, bro.
Hey, all Scrolls aren't that bad, right?
Oh boy,
Scroll Lives Matter.
Hear me out.
Oh
Hey, look, hear me out. Vampire Lives Matter. The new SJW label that we can insert into our movie to promote it.
Or they'll probably say that.
You know what's fucked up about that? They did that with the Scrolls. Because when I watched that movie, I was like, K-Dot, I was like, they did not just tell me that the Scrolls are good guys. The characters that go around the universe murdering family and children. I was like, so now
man, they're just trying to find a home as immigrants.
Yes, that was what trying to do. They're refugees, immigrants, in the sense. Yeah,
I was like, oh boy, okay, so
good Scrolls. Oh damn, fuck,
good Scrolls, huh? I bet you them Marvel characters would have wished they would have ran into some good Scrolls in the comic books.
Now, speaking of comics, going over to the gaming world, there's some stupid ass news going around. That I just don't know why people are even like upset about this. I really don't care about it. The Avengers game apparently is going to have Spider-Man as a PlayStation exclusive, and some people in the Xbox community are trying to boycott this, which is so stupid. I'm like, why?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not getting the game. I wanted an open world game. It's gonna
be a game as a service.
Wait,
I'm
aren't
good.
they gonna have that with the Miles Morales Spider-Man game? Ain't that
Yeah.
supposed to be
I'm
like
gonna
an
get
open
that. It's
world?
gonna be an open world superhero
Whoa,
game. I'm gonna get
what do you
Spider-Man.
mean it's going to be a game as a service?
Like it's gonna have a bunch of microtransactions and all that
Oh,
jazz and
okay.
stuff like
Gotcha.
expansion. Sort of like how
Yeah.
Destiny works.
Yeah, I'm not getting the Avengers game. Is like late like oh my gosh. How is Lego Marvel Superheroes should be more ambitious than this AAA game
Let's say what's good.
coming from Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics? Lego Marvel has an open world with all these heroes, a bunch of heroes. Mind you, it's a Lego game. And this Avengers game can't even
Hey
give me
man,
this.
don't be talking smack about Lego games. They're
No,
awesome.
I like the Lego games. They're tight. But I'm like, why can't this Avengers game from Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix give me an open world Avengers game where I get to be whatever I want, to get to go around saving people, different timed events for each hero.
So you're
And
a
Because
gamer,
they
right?
wasted
K-Dot?
too many
Like,
polygons on the characters.
no, I said you're a gamer, like you play a lot of video games, right?
oh yeah.
Casual.
Because for me, like I don't call myself a gamer. Like what happens is when I'm with friends, we play specific games. Like it's got to be like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, or Street Fighter, or something like that.
Yeah,
But
you would
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
yourself a casual gamer. You would consider yourself casual.
Yeah, I mean, Terrence, like this game is gonna be an online 4-player co-op game. Like, think of this as, have you played Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, ain't there like a few of them? I know I played a couple of them.
This game is very reminiscent of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, only more upgrades and it's not a bird's eye view screen. It's a leveled third person camera screen.
If this is on Game Pass, I'll play it, but I ain't paying full price for that shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, LB, would you say you're a gamer, or you don't really mess with the video game?
I think he's waiting for the PS5 to come out. If I'm pretty sure. So,
how about you, PB?
I mean, he's a gamer to the point where he was sad that he got rid of his PlayStation 4.
Okay. Now, how about you, PB?
The same way that Purp was sad that he got rid of his Xbox.
I didn't. I actually changed my mind. I was like, it's too soon. It's too soon. I couldn't do it, bro.
Wait,
I really couldn't do it.
So what about you, PB? Would you say you're a gamer, or?
Wait, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You.
Oh yeah, I'm a gamer. Been a gamer since I was 5 years old.
Oh shoot, they're fighting about Berserk.
What games would you say that you seek out the most?
I mean, the series that I'm addicted to the most would probably be Madden, because I play sports games and racing games the most, because for me, they have the most replay value.
So, because you brought up Madden, I remember when I was a kid, we would get the different Maddens that would come out each year because my dad and my brother would play them a lot. Were you getting like each Madden for every year, or did you concentrate on like maybe one for a long time?
I was getting every Madden every year for a while, up until I believe 2012, which was the Peyton Hillis year. And that game was absolute fucking shit. And I said, never again am I going to just absolutely buy the new game every year, because you guys keep changing stuff and removing features for no reason, and it's pissing me the fuck off. Like, why do I have to only be have three options when I move to a city for my new logo? Like, that's all you can be. You can't pick whatever you want. Like, they had that option back in 2003. Are you fucking kidding me?
I agree with Bob Miller. Like, I would definitely want a Smash Brothers version of like some anime characters and stuff in that kind of style. That'd be dope.
Hey, keep it a buck. They can already take the current Smash Brothers and add Goku. They need to add Sora, Naruto. They can add all them characters in it right now.
Yo, wouldn't
that be a crazy ass game though? Because them anime characters be hacked, man. That'd be crazy.
Goku and Naruto, Sora gonna be
Naruto will be the trash one. Watch.
Facts.
Wait,
talking anime, man.
Naruto sucks, chat. Naruto sucks.
So,
Naruto sucks.
LB, would you say that you're a gamer or you don't really care about games like that?
Naruto's trash.
You said a gamer or
Yeah, would you say that you're a gamer, you're into games, or you're not into the video game?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a gamer, but I'm into video games, but I wouldn't consider myself a gamer because I ain't got a game system. But when PS5 drop, that thing will be had day one.
Are you gonna get it? So you're gonna get a launch PS4, PS5?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is the price on that, by the way? Did
They didn't
reveal
say
that yet?
price. They didn't say prices yet. I'm assuming they're going to probably wait. My predictions with it, I think they're going to do it like they do phones. Like when they announce phones, they come out like a month later. I think they're going to do something similar to that, and like it's going to be mass chaos. Everybody going to be rushing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to just so they can hype up like the numbers, saying, "Oh, this is the fastest selling console." Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
MSK.
Oh boy, I can already see it now, man. It's gonna be a bunch of humans getting killed and shit over the PS5. No.
But the thing is that like now
sometimes in life,
Wait,
people can't buy. You can only
out in November.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out in November, most likely.
Black Friday. Black Friday.
But I think it's going to be harder for people to buy more than one because they said you're only limited to one, and you can't buy no other ones. So obviously, people are going to go to like different spots and shit. But like as far as retails, like they're going to only limit people to like one per customer and stuff because they're only going to have like for the PS5, they're going to only have like 10 million PS5s shipped out worldwide.
Oh shit. So does that apply to if you try to get it online, or is that just only if you go to the stores?
Stores and online, I think. So, and I think that's what they're really like working out, like how they're going to work out trade-in systems if they're even going to have trade-ins or something like that for this. Like how is GameStop going to be able to? If GameStop is even going to be a factor in this, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. So
GameStop about to get the boot. They're gonna be boosted,
bro. Like those digital consoles, that's going to cripple. That's digging into that second party like market right there. Like,
yeah.
So I mean, how much do you guys think it'll cost?
MSK shout outs to the $2 super chat.
Yo,
Netflix and chill for over a PS5. I don't know about that.
No, absolutely not, bruh. When PS5 the date come, it's PS5 season. Look, if you got a girl, you got a wife, you got a kid, they need to realize like priorities are going in a step backwards.
Right.
Like PS5, PS5, then the wife, the girl, the kids, or whatever. But
it's definitely gonna be interesting this time around. Like there's definitely hype for it. People are ready for new systems, new games.
I mean, I don't know why people are going to stores. Haven't they heard of like online shopping?
Yeah, you can get shit shipped to you.
Bro, like Sony, like video
no,
games and
man,
stuff.
they need to walk home with it and plug it in. It's important to them.
Yeah, you walk home and get robbed.
Yeah, that's right. Like, is that a PS5 in that bag?
I remember 2 years ago, I bought my Xbox, bought Xbox One S, and I just got off work. Went ahead and bought the Xbox. And I had to get on the city bus. Mind you, I was 38. I was 28 stops away from my house, and I had to get on the freeway too. Oh, there were so many crackheads that could have robbed me. Oh, I made it home. Nobody touched me. Nobody tried to take my Xbox or nothing. I was like, yes.
Thank you, man. $2 super chat. Salute.
Man, the money rolling in. Yeah. Bruh, when the PS3 dropped, like at the time, I got it from GameStop. Yeah, I got it. I got that thing from GameStop, bro. I had to walk from like my job wasn't that far. It was like not even half, maybe less than a quarter mile. But bro, I had to walk from GameStop to the job, bro. I was so paranoid, bro. I'm gonna get robbed.
Think about like this. It's gonna be good because everybody would have just thought your PS3 was a George Foreman grill.
Landon, what was the first game I ever played? I can't really pinpoint what that was. I know it was like my first like actual console was like a Super Nintendo. So probably Bomberman or something like that. Some random shit. I don't know. But my
Sonic
favorite
2
game
for
of all
me.
time
Sonic
is
2.
Kingdom Hearts 2. That's my favorite game of all time.
Wait, which one?
Kingdom Hearts 2.
So Landon is gonna ask you a question. You gonna ask us the whole panel?
Yeah. What? All right. How about everybody else? What was your first games that you ever played?
No,
PB.
no, 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 bro. Like Landon don't want to talk to it. That's cool, bro. That's cool, Landon. That's cool.
Yeah, frick you, Landon. I'm just joking.
This is a good
Landon,
question though. I
Landon,
want
you
to get
tight. You tight, Landon. You tight. You one of
Landon,
my subs
you're
too.
breaking my heart.
Oh
I know. I know.
no!
I know. LB's
Yo.
first game was Pong.
Oh shit!
But I mean, my first game was I'll say my first year game: Sonic 2, Pong, and Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong.
I don't believe
Those
you.
are my first 3 games I played.
I don't believe you.
First one, man. The first ones, I don't know, man. It probably is maybe
You don't believe
Mario
me
and
first?
Sonic. I would imagine.
Which Mario? The original Mario on Nintendo?
Yeah. That one.
I played the Donkey Kong on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, something like that. It was. I had a bunch of those kinds of games. Sonic, Mario. I remember Street Fighter being around, Mortal Kombat, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, fun times. Playing video games.
First one I remember was Super Mario World on Super Nintendo because it came with the console for Christmas when I was 5.
Okay.
Well, LB, what was your first console? The Atari?
Man, how you gonna try me like that, bro? man.
He's my cousin, not my uncle.
Golly. Man.
LB, what console did you have?
So what you gonna ask for? What you gonna ask next, Purp? Like when my next Social Security check coming in, Medicare? Like,
sometimes in life.
Hey, we just want to know. The chat just wants to know. They ask. We just,
All right. So my first system was the Sega Master System. Damn. And the first game I remember playing, the first game I remember playing was Alex the Kid and James Pond. I think it was
Alex the Kid.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be LB. Alex the Kid was supposed to be Sega's mascot, but Sonic
Sonic got him up out of here quickly.
Damn, yeah,
Alex
real old school.
Mascot. They didn't want him.
K-Dot, what was your first system? PS2?
Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo.
I don't believe you. I think it was Super Nintendo. I think it was PS2.
Super Nintendo and then the GameCube. My first console was Super Nintendo, and then I got a GameCube. Well, because I had my 3 sisters, and I used to get all the games and stuff. They didn't get shit. I had my own TV. Dude. It was. I had it so good. I had my own TV in the living room with my game all set up, and my mom had a big ass, plasma screen TV and shit. And they had literally a TV in the living room for me just to play my games. I had my GameCube, my Super Nintendo. My sisters used to be mad as shit, and I was like, ha ha ha, that's what y'all get. Y'all owe that shit. This is my shit. Enjoy. Watch me play my game.
I mean,
man, I had it good. I had it good, bro.
That shit was fortunate for me because whatever I didn't have, one of my relatives had or one of my friends had, so I was gonna play it anyway.
I used to hate Sharon. Hey, I'll say one thing I used to hate Sharon. Grand Theft Auto. That stupid role. Hey man, you better pass it up when you dead. I remember my cousins used to deliberately make me die on purpose, just so I can pass up the game. And they used to play it well, so they knew how to not die so quick.
Salute to the 18 people watching. I appreciate it. I just want to I just want to repeat myself one more time. Well, this is the second and last time. that next Thursday, I'll be having a special edition of the Purp Show. It'll be my birthday stream. No, next Thursday is not my birthday, but that's when we're going to kick things off around 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely come pull up and show your boys some love. We're going to have a fun time. But I want to start wrapping things up, and we're going to get into our last little thing that I wanted to talk about. Well, why not? Let's talk about some drama. Y'all cool with talk about some drama? Is everybody,
What kind of drama, Purp?
What kind of drama? I've been watching Pretty Little Liars lately. That's a drama. We can talk about that. Let's go.
I'm talking about some Ye Fisher drama.
I'm right now rewatching Pretty Little Liars, and I'm debating who's the finest. Is it Spencer? Is it Spencer or is it Emily?
But yeah, like let me know. Y'all want to talk some drama?
Bro, this is your channel. This is your channel.
Wait, Purp, what did Ray Fisher, Crybaby Fisher, say on Twitter this time?
Oh, Ye Fisher. You know, he over here retweeting shit like like this whole shit is just like completely gotten out of control. You know, you have two sides of the coin here. You got Snyder fans, and you got, you know, the cult, and the cult is just that shit is real as fuck, bro. That shit is real as fuck.
Stupid ass humans that get mad at you because you don't like a movie. Those humans.
Yes, and it just starts this whole thing. They try to cancel your boy Jody. That shit was hilarious, but that wasn't going to happen. Like that shit, it's just.
I mean, let me say this. Look, I noticed a lot of hypocrisy even from Ray's end, you know, like Ray's, you know, the people who are sort of don't fully agree with Josh, but they're not fully canceling Josh. Ray seeing that as, oh, you're not canceling Josh, you fully support Josh, you're toxic. You know, you're supporting the man without no facts, and I have facts. But Ray thinks he has facts, and Ray has brought up no facts. That's the thing. And Ray expects us to believe him and hop on his train when he has not came with any facts on the specific abuse that he said he went through.
Tyree,
did you see that stream I was on, Purp, when me and Sean were wrecking the shit out of bitch ass Ray Fisher and Poindexter?
Mm-hmm. It's Poindexter.
It's until Ray at the moment is Ye Fisher. You know, Ye Fisher. I'm gonna order that merch. That merch is tight.
Yeah, shit's fire.
I'm surprised I'm not getting as mad as I want to. Freak.
Go in.
Fisher, he is a crybaby. In my opinion, he's has some really weak complaints. That haircut complaint about his barber not getting credit, his personal barber that he brought on. Just because you brought on a personal barber doesn't mean the studio is going to give him credit. That's your personal barber. Right. Doesn't mean they're going to give him credit.
Right. And all that shit he was saying about the NDA, like he wasn't making any sense, and you could catch him in his lies. I'm like, if you had that shit, you wouldn't have been able to mention that about the barber in the first place.
Yeah, because that's part of how the movie making process goes. And, like, you know,
what did they say? Purp, you watch Doom Patrol, so I was like, fuck Ray Fisher. The real Cyborg is on Doom Patrol because he actually says "booyah" all the time. That is the real Cyborg.
He says it with flag, and he has no problem saying that shit.
Mm-hmm. Man, you know, I didn't see everything as it was happening. I called on late, but it's like I watched the videos and all this stuff. And you know, my problem with, and I'm gonna talk about the black folk, is for some reason, a lot of black folk like act like we don't say certain things, we don't do certain things, like we're just so proper and regular, and then like if a white person writes something for a black person to say that we say or do, it's a problem. Like they made an issue out of nothing, and I guess that comes from, you know, when you hire these actors that they don't even read a comic book or a TV show or any of that stuff. But for me, like with him, man, like with Ray Fisher, it's like, man, these people, they act just because these people are actors and they're in movies and they're celebrities. Well, I don't even consider him a celebrity because I don't think 10 people could name who he is. But anyway, that's beside here nor there. But it's like they these people act like just because these people say stuff that we're supposed to bend the knee and praise everything that they say and they can't be wrong, it's like, bruh, you was wrong, bruh, because you in your little bubble saw something and y'all ran with a bunch of nonsense and stuff, and it's like you can't walk it back because your people are telling you that what you're saying is correct because you got a bunch of yes men around you. It's just, it's a bunch of nonsense, man.
Yeah,
It's really exposing people right now. Like a lot of snakes, a lot of fakes, a lot of frauds, a lot of bitch ass motherfuckers, a lot of pussies.
So,
just saying.
When did this movie come out? 2018, right?
2017.
2017, which means that the abuse happened in 2016. It sounds like somebody's just a little salty that they're being overshadowed by somebody in the Doom Patrol.
The timing is suspect. Look. Yeah. This dude, he decided to say something all of a sudden now that the Snyder Cut is coming out. And I said some good stuff about him. I was like, yeah, he was like one of the best parts in Justice League. But I don't care about that when you reveal yourself to be a piece of shit by just latching on to something that somebody sent you out of context, and you didn't even take 2 minutes to click on any one of Jody's random videos, and this dude talking about, I love everybody. Jody says it all the time. I love everybody. I have gay subscribers and all this stuff. There is no way that you can paint him as a homophobe. But punk ass Ray Fisher decided to take that, put it on his Twitter and go, here, world, I don't support this. This guy's a homophobe. I'm like, why would you do that to another black man? Why would you use your platform for that purpose?
Right. And
Jody's already super suspect.
Like, man, no, seriously though, like, man, I'm not gonna get into the whole phobe thing because like everybody loves throwing those words around no matter what. But it's just like, and what you just said about throwing another black man under the bus and all that stuff. Man, that's how I feel about it. Like, this man could have reached out to Jody or anybody and spoke to them privately, but everybody wants to do everything public to show off and show out, and people don't research, and it's just like,
LB, I swear I'm going through like deja vu.
And I wanted to bounce off LB. I think when you get a certain amount of following, you get as big as you are. I think Ray doing something like that, such as retweeting something such as that, is irresponsible with the power he has. Like not even going to, investigate before retweeting, something like that. Like, it's like investigate.
Right. It's like,
I got as big as I was on cheese and brats.
It's like, man, we live in a society, like, I understand everybody like ain't the same and people react to things differently, but like, man, when you're an actor for one, and then we all know how everything on the internet ain't true, like headlines, clickbait, stuff. People got to be smart and investigate these things before you go out running your mouth, because you can end up looking silly.
That's right. That's right.
It's that saying where what happens when you make assumptions? You make an ass out of you and me.
But what happened to the basic when you have a problem with somebody, instead of going out there putting it in public and trying to ruin people's names? What happened to having the spine to sit down and tell the person, hey man, I didn't like that. Let's talk about it. What happened to that?
Right. I know some people might think I'm a hypocrite because like I basically threw somebody out there a while ago, but like for me, like it's a different situation where you go on live streams and you're saying all kind of wild stuff. Like I just did it the same way that you did it, and plus this is different. Like these are two young black brothers. Like you could be better about this. You could speak privately.
Y'all don't have to.
I want to reveal something that you guys probably haven't seen. LB and Terrence. Ooh, y'all not gonna like this. Let me show y'all.
What you talking about in regards to Jody?
Ray Fisher.
Or about Ray?
Let me show y'all Ray Fisher's lies. I just want y'all to read the first 2 sentences.
So he doesn't care if I haven't seen it because I'm white.
Oh no, it's
hey, you're my cousin. You understand certain things. You know, it's just like it is what it is.
I know, but if I don't say that now, somebody listening wouldn't have gotten the entertainment value out of it.
Yeah.
Purp, could you share my screen real quick? I want to share this with
Yeah.
LB and Terrence about Ray
Man,
Fisher.
you good, PB, man. You surrounded by black people, so they shouldn't be
But
thinking nothing.
I know, I feel comfortable as hell.
I'm just gonna read the first two sentences, and y'all tell me if something seems fishy about this statement.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
I already
Ray
know what
Fisher,
that
Ray
is, too. Go
Fisher
ahead.
says, "I am a black man. I build. I don't tear down other black men."
What?
Anything sound right?
Yeah, that's a lie. I
That's
saw that shit.
hypocritical.
What?
He's a liar.
You guys want to read that first part again?
I already know about it, K Dot, and that
Holy
look,
shit!
I'm not gonna get mad again. I did that on that stream. I'm not gonna let this piece of shit get me mad again. I just don't like, I don't like when somebody goes out of the way to slander somebody, especially when it's not true. I'm like, we have too much of that. Humans walking around getting offended at everything. Oh, I'm so sensitive. He's this and he's that. I'm just like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Like that's 100% being a hypocrite. And I don't tear down other black men. So okay.
And you got other black dudes just like retweeting the same shit and not like they clearly hear like when we see the clip of Joey saying "Yay Fisher," they clearly say he's clearly saying "Yay," but yet even when you slow it down, people just say like he's still saying "Yay Fisher."
Yeah.
Nah, he's still saying gay. And look, even if he said gay Fisher, how is that still homophobic? He's just saying gay Fisher.
Right.
Because a phobia means
hate.
You fear or hate something like.
Right.
And LB, I brought up
That's what a phobia is.
LB, I brought
these phobia words around too much. Like for me, I have arachnophobia. I will kill a spider. I am effed up. That's what I am. I have arachnophobia. I hate spiders. If I see a spider, I'm gonna kill it. I shouldn't, but I will kill it.
Hey, y'all
Shouts to
stop
MSK.
talking over each other.
Shouts to MSK for the $2 super chat, man. Clown Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh damn it!
What you was gonna say, Purp, to me?
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I made that example. Like, so people getting offended over this, but didn't South Park make a episode literally calling Kanye a gay fish? Is that not how? Is that considered homophobic? Like all the shit that
episode was too funny. No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, like these are these the same people that like we grew up like with fucking South Park, The Simpsons, Family Guy? Are these the same people?
Nah,
no,
man.
No.
We're in 2020.
It is the same.
Everybody gets offended over everything, man.
It is the same people, and they watch all these people that be trying to cancel everybody. They watch shit like South Park, Family Guy. They watch this stuff. That's why these shows still exist. South Park, they watch this shit, and then when they're because they think sick thoughts, they have sick thoughts too, and they do immoral stuff. And then when they get on Twitter and they're in the public eye, they want to be the hero of the story. These people, a lot of people pretend a lot of people want to try and be on the right side of history, even though you usually don't know what the right side of history is. A lot of these people are trying to be on the right side of history,
but yeah,
that they think is the right side.
That Ray Fisher line, I mean that thing was funny. Talking about I don't tear another black man down. Okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I wanted to speak on all of this stuff, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get into this because I told myself I'm done. My days of making videos and talk about other YouTubers are done. I'm not doing that. And then I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon because I saw a lot of nonsense coming out there. And I didn't like how it was going. And I don't watch Jody's Corner. I go to the streams every now and then, like when Purp sends stuff. Like, I've streamed with him once. He came onto the Drunk 3PO stream once.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I remember that.
And stuff like that. So I'm not gonna say I'm like one of the family of Jody's Corner people because like even when y'all make these jokes, I completely miss the jokes and stuff. But it's like, man, like I've never gotten this vibe that y'all say about this man. And it's just like, man, this is some messed up stuff. But I felt like he handled all of the people pretty well. I thoroughly enjoyed the things he said, and it's like, man, I'm not gonna say I'm scared, but like he's way more bold than me. Like I'm saying like I could go way harder than how he went, but like I'm not gonna do that.
I just want to see what's behind that mask.
Yeah, when they said they saw him.
Yeah,
no,
no,
okay. That it's okay because individuals that I'm cool with or individuals that I consider my friend, I'm like, if you're not gonna fight, I'll fight for you. Trust me. I'll fight for you.
Man, that was funny. I was like, hold on. And like I saw people commenting saying, Jody's trying to dox this man. I'm like, this man's career is talking noise about other YouTubers behind a mask. It is what it is, bruh.
Thank you, Ashley, for the 199 super sticker.
31 videos on Jody. 31 videos.
Right. And you'll just be like, and you're here talking about doxing. Man, get out of here.
I'll say
man, like miss me with
that
shit.
Yo, he's scared. He literally struck the fear of God into this man, like, because he has a whole different tone when he's talking about Jody now, like whole different tone. Shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
Who you talking about? That dude wearing the Dr. Doom mask?
I wanted to say this. I talked to Jody, and he said it in the stream. Jody was way more offended about people assuming, downplaying his intelligence, thinking he would say something like Gay Fisher when, as far as a joke, that didn't even roll. That wouldn't even be on his radar as a joke, calling someone Gay Fisher.
Right.
Yeah, don't even sound
Gay
right.
Fisher was so much funny was because right before that, Andy and Jody did this topic on Kanye West, and they called him Gay Fisher because Kanye was putting out all them crazy tweets, just random tweets with no context, just boo, just putting anything out there, not backing it up with anything, really just throwing anything out there, just going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's just
it's a bunch of lameness going on around.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
lame.
and even like people like
Roka.
making videos. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, not surprising coming from that crowd. We know how the Collider crowd rock.
Yeah, we do.
I got you, Vision. Come in for a little bit. I'm about to come in still.
I mean, even with what's the name, Matt Jarbo. Like I watch Matt stuff, like, but it's like, man, how many videos can you do on it? Like, it's like I can't tell you what you could do with your YouTube channel. You do whatever you want, but it's like, man, you're a very intelligent person, man, and like you could talk about this movie stuff. Mm-hmm. But you're not getting the views that you want, so you're jumping into this kind of stuff, and you just keep going on and on with it, man. It's just like, man.
It's like let's say I dropped. Let's say I was still talking about Avengers Infinity War, and I did like a 100 video, 2 videos a day on Avengers Infinity War, and that's all I've been doing. It's like Avengers Infinity War, that's been there, done that. It's like it's time to move on. I don't do that, but let's say if I did that, it's been there, done that. Time to move on. Move on.
Right.
A lot of these channels, like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I only gravitate to more diverse YouTube channels. I can't just gravitate to a channel that's only going to be talking about, I got beef with this YouTuber. I'm gonna drop like 50 videos within a week on.
Vision, check your Twitter. I sent it to your Twitter.
He even changed his channel saying,
But hey, man, I ain't got no problem with none of that stuff Jody said, bro. Like, none of these people. It's like, man, look. See, I know the feeling. It's like only so long that you could take some certain things, right, before you gotta say what you gotta say and move on.
Hold on. I think just broke a stream record. The previous one I think was like 21. Now we got 22 live viewers. Shouts to y'all. Much love. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
Serge was in line.
Yeah, like man, nah. Shout out to Jody though, cause he shared that stream that I was on with Sean, cause I wanted him to see that. I'm like, that's okay, cause I already knew. I was like, okay, Jody's gonna do something on his own, but I like to do my own stuff too. I have the Terrence way, and I'm like, these humans deserve to be wrecked, completely
Yeah.
fucking wrecked.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, me from outside looking in, I saw what everybody was doing and why they was doing it. I don't want to hear this nonsense about these made up stuff. Like y'all was doing it for views. Like the one bruh, like I never heard of bruh. And he's going hard on him. It's like I checked out his channel and it's like, okay, you got absolutely no views, but all your stuff that you're talking about another man is getting you thousands of views. And it's like, oh, okay, I see why you did this.
That's what
Yeah,
it's all about. That's all it's all about. Like people just want clout. They're chasing the clout. They bored.
And it gets old when they say this whole I don't want to do this. Why are people doing? Why I don't want to be that person. They're doing it.
yeah, yeah. That fake backtracking shit. I don't like that.
It's like, bro, like if you don't like something, you don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
LB,
true.
LB, I don't like Star Wars no more. I don't do no more Star Wars videos. I don't talk about Star Wars no more on my channel. I moved on from that shit. I don't watch the Mandalorian. I still haven't watched it in full. I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't watched it in full.
Right. You don't like. I don't.
Yeah,
bro, why do you?
You get a
why do
laugh
you?
out of it.
Why do YouTubers act like they have to talk about something? No, you don't.
Right.
Exactly. You can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
about
That's
what
what
you
you
love.
should be doing. Because it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be drama filled with all this bullshit. You're supposed to be having fun.
Now, in the sense of this, I'll say this. Let's say if you're a movie review channel, you in a sense would have to watch all the popular movies, even if you think it's going to be bad. You still have to watch because your channel, your viewers expect you give your review on whether you like the film or not. We want to give your review, whether it's biased or whatever. You want to give your review. So some channels like gaming channels like Angry Joe, he has to buy almost every single game because he's a game review channel. So he's going to play the trash looking games, the good looking games, the subpar looking games. He's gonna play them all.
You're 100% right on that. But it's like what I mean. I should have clarified a little bit more. Like for me, I'm meaning these channels that ain't nobody. I'm not saying subscriber wise, but like you're not doing a specific thing. Like you're not a critic, you're not a movie reviewer. You're just somebody that's YouTubers and you just talk about stuff. Like you don't have to talk about another YouTuber.
Right. You're right, LB. It means like when you look at their channel, they're not really about shit. Like you can't really dictate like, okay, this guy reviews movies, he's about games. You don't see nothing, but then when it comes to this shit, they just have a bunch of videos all of a sudden, right?
Yeah. Right.
Like
what
I
up,
mean,
Richard?
like what's up, brother? Yeah. Like I understand the whole algorithm thing, but like for me, like if I don't care about something, I'm not talking about it. It's whatever. It might hurt my channel because I'm not doing what everyone else in my niche is doing. But if I don't care about it, I'm not talking about it. Like why you're a movie channel, but you're talking about another YouTuber having problems with a Snyder cut. Like no, you don't have to talk about that. You could be better than that.
Right.
Go ahead, Vision.
Yeah, let me just say, man, man, that hurt me so much, dude. Because I'm not gonna say his name either, because it's like certain snake, that hurt me because it's like I vouched for him, and I was. I was like, yo, listen, like, I was trying to give some benefit of the doubt, basically, because, I understood, all right, I get if you was trying to play, you was trying to be, like, cordial, right? Like, I understand you're not trying to choose no side or whatever, you're trying to be cordial. I can understand if you were doing that. But what killed me was, it's like, this man was on stream with other dudes talking shit about another man in his pockets. And what killed me was, nigga, you've been on the streams before. You've donated money. You not only counting another man's pockets, it's like you out here going out your way to act like you just to me it seemed like he was a whole different person. I'm just like, wow.
Right.
Are you
Right.
serious?
When you're
So
done,
you just
I want
gonna
to follow
disregard
up.
everything? It's unbelievable. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
So I forgot to mention that whole pocket watching, and it's just like, look, I don't know why people do it, especially grown men. Why are you watching another man's money? Why is it a concern to you? It should never be a concern to you. Another person's money and what they make. Like
You know what's
I when I'm watching Jody's corner stream and I see all the money, I'm not sitting here like, man, why is he getting $500 donations?
it's crazy. People do that. It's crazy because like the little Scotland idiot. Why everybody's
film
giving
god.
him money? I don't understand it.
Like
Why
these
is
people,
putting
are coming
money
up
in
with
YouTube and Cash App?
like
Why
they
not just
coming
give
up with
YouTube the money?
bro, they're coming up with scenarios. They're coming up with scenarios to say
Hey,
he's
bro,
creating accounts to send himself money. Why would you?
That's
Why
what
would
I'm
you?
saying. They're creating conspiracy theories. This is the
Like
craziest one I heard. I heard that that the people that donated are part of his family members, and they all take turns giving him the money, and then after the stream they give it back. I'm like, how deluded do you have to be, my nigga, to think about these type of things? Like, the same thing with the what's the other mask idiot. This nigga wants to play victim now, talking about some, they're trying to dox me, they're trying to take my information. Nigga, you brought this upon yourself. You made like 30-something videos about another man. Think about this.
Another
Your
man, bro.
channel is dedicated about other men. How gay does that look?
That's
Like,
not
if you want to talk,
including the endless streams.
oh my god, the endless streams.
And
Oh,
you and
Do a
you
watch
and
party.
you and you don't want to say his name. Terrence will say his name. Yo, I was cool with Fatal J. You hear me? Like I talked to this dude. This dude was telling me for a long time, Terrence, I'm gonna get you on the stream. Terrence, I want to stream with you. Terrence, I'm gonna do this. He never did shit, right? And I'm glad it didn't happen because of how he did Jody. I'm like, that is fucked up. And Jody read my comment too. I said I used to roll with Fado, and then he did that shit, and that's what he does. I'm like, that's messed up. Why do that?
I can't believe he did that, nigga. I supported him. I was the nigga that was in the comments like, yo, nah, chill, man. Fatal cool, bro. Fatal cool. You know, I get y'all niggas don't like these niggas, but you know, he not talking shit or he's not letting niggas. But it's not the fact that him trying to be neutral. It's the simple fact that nigga, you went on the stream and you let other niggas talk about this man. You just sat there smiling, like while these niggas is making fun and talking shit about him. Who does that?
I'm not gonna sit here and badmouth bruh because you know I ain't got nothing to say to him. I got my reasons really, but
I know.
Yep.
I watched his stream that he did because I was intrigued to see what he was going to say, and I heard what Jody said, and it's like I'm listening to what he was saying about Jody, and I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna put the information out there, but let me just say this, like.
Yeah, you don't have to.
He's there catering towards his base, and they just making up a bunch of stuff, and it ain't like that, man. Like I would say everything like is mostly what Jody was saying is I'd say it's 100% because it's just ridiculous, like. And like you said, like I agree with bro. He's like, just because you don't like someone, it doesn't mean I can't talk to that person.
Bro,
but you went onto this person that he's got beef with, and you know whatever stream, and you let this man badmouth him, and you just sat there. And
hey, bro, they sat on a stream for like 2-3 hours thinking Jody was about to end. Like, how? Like, think about that real quick. They thought he was gonna end his career right then and there with that live stream. They were all smiling. Nigga Fatal up in there like
each other and shit. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know what he think. Like what? It's like, you know what it is. It just feels like another dimension. It feels like another dimension. It's like, my nigga, what did they do to you? Like, I'm a Snyder fan, and never not once I've ever disregarded Jody. I've never hated the nigga for his opinion. It's his opinion at the end of the day. Oh my god, how can y'all niggas be so delusional? Why am I? How is it? You know what is crazy? When I asked him, I'm like, yo, so hold on, y'all Snyder fans? Okay, I'm a Snyder fan too. How is it that I disagree with him, but yet I'm still cool with him? But you're different. You're different. That's not true.
I think even after the Snyder Cut stuff is blown over, it's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
bro.
something else
Look,
after
at the
that.
end of
It's
the
gonna be
day,
Actually,
listen.
just sit
These
back
niggas
and wait
don't.
though.
Go ahead,
Just
go
sit
ahead,
back.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do that. I physically, I can't do it.
And let me tell y'all this also, like,
Yeah, I've been having issues the last like
oh, that's the wife.
5
Oh,
days now.
let me tell y'all though,
Sorry.
like, and I want everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel to just know this, like, you got to pay attention to people when they fall out.
Yep.
When people fall out, there's always someone that wants to put all the information out, and he's always like, I always knew this, and it's like, okay, if you always knew this about this person, why were you rocking with this person, praising this person beforehand?
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
That's true.
like
That's
for
very
me,
true.
like I'm not gonna say I'm 100% correct with what I'm saying but for me, if I don't like someone, like, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I can, like, let's say for example, I don't like Terrence and K Dot. And we're here talking. I'm not gonna be disrespectful to them. I could talk to them. We're gonna have a conversation.
Exactly.
You know, it's just I just don't vibe with them. But like, what kind of people like sit here that legit don't like someone but here praising them? I love you this, I love you this, you're great this, you're great that. But then later on they fall out over something. They're the most trash people.
Over a movie, bro.
Over a movie. Nothing serious. Over a damn movie. Because
Nigga,
I like
what do I
it.
look like throwing my relationship with Jody? What do I look like throwing my relationship with Jody, my nigga? Over a fucking movie. What do I look like?
A movie,
Right.
dog.
It don't make no
delusional.
sense.
It's just a movie, though.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
nigga,
Like so they gonna do that shit though.
Listen, it's simple. He doesn't want the cut. I want the cut. My nigga, it's called differences of opinion. Why do you care so much what this man has to say about a movie? If y'all don't like
This
it,
Last Jedi all over again.
Because it's YouTube.
bruh, if they don't like it, it's easy. It's called the unsubscribe button, or just don't watch.
Hey, you know that's too simple for humans. If I say I like Batman's cape and then you don't like it, all of a sudden you're gonna try to destroy me. That's what they do.
You right. What I forgot. We live in 2020 now. It's a different world we live in.
Yeah.
But on
I
that
thought he
note,
was gonna say Batman's ears.
but on that note, anybody have any final thoughts and whatnot before I close this show off?
I do.
Okay, good. You guys go, and then I'll go last.
Terrence.
Look, I don't hate Fatal J. I just don't like him because of what he did. I'm just being honest. Like that stream that I did, I was mad, and it's hard to get me mad, but I don't like that sort of snakery, backstabbing shit. I don't like that. That's when I get serious.
Right.
my final thought is, people, just remember, it's YouTube. Everybody. I'm not saying everybody's phony and fake on YouTube, but everybody ain't got the right intentions, people. They don't.
Majority of them are fake.
It'll show. It'll show, man. And like, there's nothing wrong with people. Like, if someone's whole intention is to jump from channel to channel, click to click to try to get their subs and views, and that's how they want to do it, that's fine. But just be aware. Don't think everybody's cool with you and they're your friends. So just be very wary of people.
That's a fact. That's
right. Yeah, man.
I guess I'll go. Man, be careful who you call be careful who y'all call your friends, man. These niggas will stab you in the back with a heartbeat, man. This YouTube shit is fake. Yeah. Niggas just looking for clout. Niggas want a name, a reputation. I would never want to build a channel and my channel's about another man. Like, why? What do I look like doing that? Like,
at least not no 31 fucking video. Like, it's different if you want to address something, right? You address it and you move the fuck on. You move on after that.
Scottish nigga at least. He did at least 2 to 3 videos. Okay, I don't like Jody's corner. You know, I don't hate him and I think he's a bastard. I don't like him at all. I could understand. All right, fine. 2 3 videos, cool. But this nigga, oh my God, how many? That is called obsession. And like, yo, man, like, I want everybody to really understand, man. I vouch for dude, man. I would feel bad for me because I vouch for him. Like, I really, like, on the channel, I'm like, yo, man, he cool. And he does this. It's just like, why? I don't understand it. So just be careful, man. Be careful who y'all call y'all friends. this YouTube shit is fake. Also, man, it's just like it really hurt. It really hurt me, man. It really
What up,
hurt
X
me because it's
Files?
like, yeah, bro, it really hurt me, man. Because I vouch for son. Like, why would he do that? It's just beyond belief. And you know, all these
It's
niggas
some
just
failed
want
shit.
clout, man. Yeah, and all these dudes
You
just
we're
want
supposed to
clout.
be helping each other. Look, when somebody gets subs, they get monetized. We're supposed to be happy for each other, not like
Right,
fuck him or I need to
right.
go here to upstage him or
How
he didn't agree
hateful
with
can you
me, so
be,
now I'm
man?
gonna fuck him over. You're not supposed to be doing all that silly
How
shit.
hateful can people be just to wish a downfall, make a live stream about another man, wishing on their
What?
downfall? Who does
Like,
that? Like,
K-Dot, you still
it's
there?
kid, are you there? Nah, that nigga gone. Fuck. But yeah, man. Like, all I'm gonna say is this: is like, man, just let them keep chasing clout, man. They're gonna keep doing this shit. Let them keep chasing their little ass clout, man. Like I said, this is just one
Right.
movie. When this movie comes out, it's a done deal after that, man. You know, I'm gonna focus on
Right,
other
right.
Zack Snyder projects, nigga. These niggas gonna still focus on a Snyder on 2025 on DCEU vision. And I'm like, nigga, go ahead, man. Y'all weird.
Yeah, but
Y'all
they're the bigger DC fan. I'm like, nah,
Mhm.
all right, like,
Nigga,
So
I'm a
PB,
Snyder fan. Like, you know, it's ridiculous when I see people just going at it like this. It's so stupid, nigga. Over a movie, like, I don't know, man.
right.
But it's sad, man. It really is sad.
It,
So
it-
yeah,
it's
that's really I
definitely
gotta say.
it's definitely weird times. But PB, I know you're completely out of the loop, but just based off what you heard, what are your thoughts? And
I gotta be careful, man. That shit.
Fatal J's an idiot.
There
Yeah.
you go. See?
Yeah,
that
man.
was
I'm not
perfect.
gonna talk bad on him, but you know, it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that's
my
why I
my
said you heard me. I said his name, and I said I don't like what he did. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. I don't hate anybody. I'm not gonna go that far. But
right.
if I don't like you or I feel a certain way, I'm gonna be 100% honest, whether humans like it or not. That's what you call being
yeah,
real.
facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Facts. Real shit.
And my final thoughts on it is fuck the ops. That's the end of it. But yeah, make sure you go follow Pop Culture PB. Make sure you go follow the Lonely Banter. And make sure I know people are already subscribed to K Dot. Make sure you follow
Don't follow
Terrence.
Terrence. He'll take you out.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
man.
definitely will.
And salute Terrence, man. Like I feel like I haven't talked to you in like a whole year, bro.
Man, real
Yeah,
talk.
shout out
Like
to you,
I'm
Terrence. It's been a minute
Terrence,
since I've seen you.
Terrence,
and
bro.
shit.
I'm not blowing smoke in your rear, bro. Like real talk. It's nice to hear from you and talk to you, man. I'm not one of these insecure men, but when I saw you in Jody's corner, I thought I was like, man, did he really like not rock with us anymore? Like I know I used to joke around with him a lot, but I feel like he would tell me if it was a problem. But it's good to see him.
Even with that, like I'm glad you brought that up. Even with that situation, I talked to Terrence about that. I know Terrence remembers this. We was on Danny's channel. We talked about this, and we completely like cleared that whole situation up and whatnot.
Yeah, no, we all good. Yep, it's not, what when you have situations when there is confusion or misunderstanding, as long as you talk about it, right? I'm like, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Once I feel
Right.
like, with Purp, PB, LB, like you guys are all connected. So you guys are gonna know how the other ones are feeling and you can provide clarity. But I'm like, no, like it's not I'm not gonna be upset at no one. I'm not gonna hate anyone. Like there's a lot of stuff that I just don't do. I don't do a whole lot of live streams. I do some, but I'm like, nah, I'm not mad at you, LB. Like I'm glad that
Yeah.
you're cool with me, and I'm glad that everything's okay. That's what I prefer. I don't want any problems with anyone.
Oh yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Landon.
Yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope, man. Make sure if y'all have any issue, man, make sure to talk. Hit him up in the inbox. Talk it out
Communication
like,
is
man.
key.
Stop.
Mhm.
Niggas need to stop going on the internet reposting shit. Hey, stop doing that shit. That's why I hate this social media era now. Niggas can't go in another man's inbox. Yo, listen, is there an issue? Can we talk? Niggas don't do that no more. Now it's just,
Yeah.
this motherfucker, like Ray Fisher. The same thing with that Ray Fisher dude. He could have easily hit up Jody, but like, yo, Jody, did you say this to me? Jody could have
He
been
too
like,
big.
nah,
He too busy playing Twitch. He's too busy on Twitch.
He
And I
think
heard he blocking. Hey, Purp, since you
Mhm.
said that, I heard he blocking dudes right now. His Twitch channel because
Everybody
niggas saying
blocking.
Ray Fisher.
That's the passive aggressive way. Yo, block the
What is
haters.
you talking about, man? Like y'all gotta stop this shit, man. Y'all grown ass men, man. Like
But
you a grown ass man
yeah,
accusing another man. That shit weird.
but
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
but but with all that being said, I'm gonna draw this to a close. But next
All right, man.
Thursday, make sure you all pop back up at around 11:30. Yeah, I'm gonna start around like 11:30. It's gonna be my birthday stream, the Purp Day,
How
special
old are you
birthday
turning,
edition
Purp?
of the Purp Show. Yep, I'm gonna be 29, getting
Ooh,
old.
my
You know what I'm
boy,
saying?
my boy. Shout out to you,
I'm
bro.
starting to feel it in my bones. Starting to
Yeah,
feel it in my
yeah.
bones a little bit.
Hey, my nigga,
You know.
I got a bottle of Henny and some Timbs for you, my nigga. Just right. I'm coming straight for you, my boy. It's
Yeah,
all
man,
love,
but
bro.
definitely make sure you pull up for that. It should be a good time. Anybody's welcome. You know what I'm saying? I don't block
Yeah,
nobody out here. Danny, salute to you, man. Salute.
yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna be watching Power Book
Yo,
2.
what's up,
Probably
Danny?
gonna skip that. But I appreciate everybody. You know, we had like 22 people up in here like at one point. Got 18 watching right now. Yeah, man, this was fun time. I'm glad to be back in the swing of things. You can expect my Doom Patrol season finale for season 2 to be up sometime. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, sometime today. You know, I'm gonna have it up before I go to sleep and shit. But um other than that, I don't know what else videos I'm gonna put out towards this weekend. I got some ideas. I might just throw some videos out. But as far as that goes, like I said, the live stream, the Perp Show will be next Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? Mark your calendars. You know what I'm saying? I'll set up the live stream and stuff once I get done this live stream and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying, y'all could set your reminders and whatnot. But like I said, I appreciate everybody pulling up Vision. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, K Dot. I don't know where you went. Terrence, you're
He's
definitely
changing
welcome to
his
come back
shirt.
anytime. Anytime I go live, I'm gonna just shoot you the link. You could pop up whenever. LB, it's always, it's regular. Um, PB, you the homie. General Zod, I don't know where he's at. You know,
He's
what
asleep
has the
like a
general been?
pansy.
He needs to pop up on my live stream. All those live streams. I gave him a year's worth of live streams. I
Like,
deserve
I gotta
something.
go deliver newspapers at 3:30 in the morning, 4:30 Eastern, and I'm here.
Oh man, but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. Oh damn, 24, damn, just broke the record
Nice.
again. And Ashley, Maddie, make sure you go check up on Tyler. Make sure he's still alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he did his 25-hour stream. That was fucking insane. I might have to one up him and do like a 48-hour stream, but nah, I ain't gonna do that shit.
Oh yeah. Didn't you hit 11K LB? Yep. Congratulations. Yep.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That was
Appreciate
fast.
it.
I felt like you were just at 10K.
Hey, stuff be happening. Sometimes in life you grow.
Hey man, because I could have swore your channel was dying. Apparently not.
Man, look,
Wait,
man.
who said that?
Don't get
A
me
lot of
started,
people.
man. Don't get me started,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, man. Salute. You know what I'm saying? I will see y'all next week. Peace.